Long ago, the Israelites lived in Egypt. They were not treated well there. The Pharaoh made them work very hard. He was a mean man. The Israelites prayed to God for help. God heard their prayers. He promised to free them from slavery. Moses, a brave leader, talked to Pharaoh. Moses said, "Let my people go." Pharaoh was stubborn. He didn't listen. God sent plagues to show his power. God told Moses about the last plague. This plague would be the most devastating of all, a final blow to the Egyptians who had enslaved the Israelites for so long. It would be the worst one. The air was thick with tension as the Israelites listened to Moses' grave words. The angel of death would come. This ominous figure would sweep through the land of Egypt under the cover of night. He would take the firstborn child in every Egyptian home. No family would be spared from this sorrowful fate, but God would protect the Israelites. He had a plan to shield his people from this devastating plague. God gave Moses special instructions. These instructions were crucial for the survival of the Israelite families. Each Israelite family had to choose a lamb. This lamb was not just any lamb, but one that was perfect and without blemish, a perfect lamb without any spots. This lamb would serve as a symbol of purity and sacrifice. They had to sacrifice the lamb. This act of sacrifice was a solemn and significant ritual. Then they had to put its blood on their doorposts. The blood served as a protective mark, a sign of their faith and obedience. This was a sign for God. When the angel of death saw the blood, he would pass over those homes, sparing the firstborn within. Night came, shrouding the ancient city in a blanket of darkness. The air was thick with an eerie silence, as if the world itself was holding its breath. The angel of death came to Egypt, moving silently through the streets, unseen but deeply felt. His presence was a harbinger of doom for those unprotected. He saw the blood on the Israelite homes, a sign of their faith and obedience. The lamb's blood marked them as safe, and he passed over them, sparing their lives. Inside these homes, families slept peacefully, unaware of the danger that lurked outside. The warm light of their faith kept them safe from harm, but the Egyptian families were not spared. Their homes, unmarked by the protective blood, were vulnerable to the angel's wrath. They did not have the lamb's blood on their doors, a crucial omission that sealed their fate. The unmarked doors stood as silent witnesses to the impending tragedy. The angel of death went into their homes, bringing sorrow and loss. His presence was a dark shadow that consumed the firstborn in each household. He took the firstborn child in each one. Pharaoh was heartbroken, his sorrow a reflection of the collective grief of his people. The loss was profound and undeniable. In the wake of this devastation, Pharaoh finally agreed to let the Israelites go free. The Israelites, who had long suffered under his rule, prepared to leave with haste. They left Egypt that very night, a mass exodus under the cover of darkness. Their journey to freedom had begun, a new chapter in their history unfolding. Section 4. Faith and Deliverance. The Passover story is about faith and deliverance. The Israelites had faith in God. They believed in his promise to save them. They followed his instructions even though they seemed strange. Because of their faith, they were saved. The Passover story reminds us that God keeps his promises. He delivers his people from suffering. We must trust in him, even when times are difficult. Section 5. Remembering the Miracle. Jewish people still celebrate Passover today. This ancient tradition has been passed down through generations, keeping the memory of their ancestors alive. It is a time when families come together to honor their heritage and reflect on the past. They remember the miracle of their ancestors. They eat special foods that hold deep symbolic meaning, such as matzah, which represents the unleavened bread the Israelites ate during their hasty departure from Egypt. They tell the story of the Exodus, recounting how Moses led the Israelites out of slavery and into freedom. This story is a cornerstone of their faith and identity. Passover is a time to give thanks. Families express their gratitude for the blessings they have received and for the protection and guidance of God throughout their lives. It's a time to remember God's love and protection. Through prayers and rituals, they reaffirm their faith and trust in God's unwavering support. It's a time to share the story of faith and deliverance. Parents pass down these important lessons to their children, ensuring that the legacy of Passover continues. Passover is a reminder that even in darkness there is hope. The lighting of candles symbolizes the light that guides them through difficult times. God is always with us. This celebration reinforces the belief that they are never alone, no matter the challenges they face. He will never abandon his people. Passover is a powerful testament to the enduring bond between God and his followers, a bond that remains unbroken through time.